Okay. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you are. Welcome to another setting of Rage Across New York. As today, Simon Faust, also known as Unicorn's Fury or Grand City Unrest to the nation, has heard that someone he considers a friend has had a big deal. He kind of heard a little yelp screaming as he was walking in around Sept. Well, look for her. She's a steered, so she figured he'd go into the Umbra, and well, he's heard word that she's in Shift Meadow, which to him it's good news. He's a child of Gaia. He often sees people there, so he'll approach the Shift Meadow, kind of looks at it. He likes that place. It's beautiful. And ways probably to like another child of Gaia friend, and he'll just looking for a 10 point. The Metis. She should be quite easy to find because she has those things on her head, doesn't she?
Yeah, she do. She's a pretty easy silhouette to pick out, all in all. And of course, the umbral side of the Sheep's Meadow, the grasses aren't like trimmed down all tidy like they are on the Tellurian side, but it's hitting that part of the year where the grass has gotten long and kind of bent and started yellowing out. It's past seeding, and so yeah, it's not so tall that it's going to shroud her body entirely. So as he looks out over the Sheep's Meadow, there may be a couple Garou here and there. It's a very common place for people to go to seek visions or seek peace or what have you. So, yeah, 10 Point has just grabbed up a nice piece of real estate over that away out in the grass. I'd say that there's like incense smoke to call attention, but I imagine that other people have done similar things here and there. So yeah, she's over there, and for the moment, at least, he gets a little bit of a hand pointing her out. Thankfully, some of the grass like is bent from the wind and whatnot, and she is just kind of laying on her back. Or we'll say he even comes in just as she's laying down.
Say he'll come. Probably has a joint like spirit. Well, yeah, probably has a joint that's like umbral joint that someone passed him as he was walking there, and so he'll smoke and he'll like pass his head like to her. It looks like she's upside down because he's coming from behind her. Hey, so heard you ate shit this morning.
And yeah, there is the 10 Point. She's just laid onto her back, and had her eyes going straight upwards, hands just kind of folded over her chest. And as he walks up and addresses her, she flicks her gaze towards him and allows herself just the tiniest little quirk at the corner of her lips, just a teeny bit of a grin.
You okay?
Oh, I'm fine. It wasn't a far fall. Yeah.
I'm more concerned about why the fall occurred. I mean, made you scream.
She turns her gaze back upwards. Just lucky, I suppose, Yef. I am predisposed to seeing things. It startled me.
What did you see? If you'll accept answering my question.
I mean to take some time to reflect on what it might have meant before I go giving strange visions around Yef, but nothing too distressing, really.
And he'll nod, and he'll sit next to her, and he'll like pass her the joint.
And yeah, when he offers it across, she doesn't actually hesitate to go ahead and accept it and take it over and take a very like that whole pro, like she takes a good pull on the joint and fills her lungs deeply and holds them that way before offering it back.
He'll like look somewhat surprised. Huh. Huh. You're not new at this.
And after a pause, she'll even hold up a finger briefly. She'll just kind of... It takes a good bit of this stuff, Yav, to have an effect on me.
I can imagine. But yeah. So actually, how did the rest of the, lake party go?
Surprisingly well. Skofgard, Raya made an appearance.
Oh, and he'll look interested. You call me interested. What happened?
He brought one of those guns that shoots paint.
Paintball gun? Wait. Isn't he like talking war form?
There's like a little nod, like she doesn't even know how he managed it either. Like, but it's that funny expression.
And he'll take a go at his joint.
But yes, there's paint, water guns.
I would have paid to see that shit.
He was fairly agreeable considering the state of the moon.
Yeah, we Halloween's do tend to get a little on edge, and he'll like gesture to the joint. These kind of help.
I imagine they do.
Yeah. Get it small. I mean, being a coggy now, kind of. Hey, easy access to it.
Being a coggy, what?
Being a coggy now, and he'll look at it small. Easy access to it.
She nods agreement. That does seem to be the way of it.
Not that that's the specific reason why I became one, but still. And it's part of the quirks.
I should like to think that it was a more serious decision than that.
Yeah, much more. In reality, it was a much more serious decision. Took time to actually choose a tribe.
Everyone has their reasons, Yaf.
So yeah. And he'll smile. But yeah, also heard that Bongnor had smoked some joint and apparently had a vision about this set being attacked. So, and with you having visions on top of you being a good friend, I was always kind of double concerned.
And if he will share the joint again, she'll take another fairly deep pull, hold it, offer it back. Again, just kind of after holding it long enough that there's precious little smoke left, she puffs out what remains and blinks a few times, kind of owlishly, still just looking straight up. It is not uncommon for visions to strike. I'm surprised if the Bonar was not a Theurge, but I imagine once we've all had time to come to terms with whatever we saw, there will be a meeting among the Theurges.
Hold on. Whatever it is, we'll all be there. But as an Arun, and I'll be there to protect. Well, we'll be there to protect you.
She smirks faintly and finally just kind of pulls back her hands, tucks them under her hair. If I may ask, an awkward question, Yav.
And he'll think. I mean, I can't exactly say no until I know the question. So go ahead.
With the first gathering that we had yesterday, and the intention of keeping things calm so that you and your fellow Aroons would not be at risk of boiling over. Why were you so aggressive after our ball game? Shinlo's not exactly been at his most stable lately.
Yeah, I get this. The competition was just got to my head, but I mean, I saw that he was upset afterwards. I really didn't mean anything by it, but I hope I didn't say anything that hurt him.
And she continues to just kind of look relaxed, look chill, crosses her ankles. You might consider, if it was all truly in good fun, maybe having a word with him, letting him know that it was just the air of competition. It seemed strange.
He'll nod. I was going to talk to him afterwards, but he seemed frustrated, so I figured I'd wait a little bit.
She nods agreement along with that as he's saying it. He did seem calmer by the end of the day, Yev. And in good spirits. I shall hope that he remains in better spirits today, especially with Luna starting again to turn her gaze aside. Though she mulls over that for a second. Actually brings a hand down and kind of plays with her lower lip for a second. Perhaps waiting until the gibbous moon has passed, because now it is his moon.
Yeah, I'll wait a few days. But yeah, I mean, and he'll smile. Yeah, I did. I was kind of a dick, wasn't I?
And again, she, especially after having a good go at the joint, she's just kind of grinning. And, helpless little shrug like, I didn't say it. That kind of look.
And he'll, start to actually lay down. I mean, I figured he was joking about having something in his eye. I just thought I'd bring the joke a little further. Maybe brought it a little bit too far.
And she grins a bit, but doesn't push after it. It just honestly seems content laying there, tucks the hand back under her head, looking up at the sky, just kind of enjoying it. We're hitting that part of the year where it's not the sun's made it fairly warm, but there's breezes. It's starting to finally get cooler again. So it's just kind of pleasant out there, especially Umbral side where the weather is almost always on point.
And he'll take another smoke. Take it in, leave it for a bit. Hey, have you ever tried the game where you look at the clouds and try and make shapes? Or make out shapes that you can see?
Of course.
And he'll point one. See the dragon there?
He leads with the dragon, so she's head tilting a little bit, really studying the fuck out of this cloud. Because now she's a little bit on the happy buzz side, and fuck it. She's gonna find a dragon. Give her a minute. She'll see it. She totes well. And eventually there will be a broad grin. And she'll kind of look around, search the sky for a bit, and point over to another one. That one looks like Puka.
Like Puka?
Oh. Rabbit.
Uh-huh. And he'll look at it. Oh, yes, I see the ears. And he'll look for a few more seconds. It's adorable.
And she's just kind of giggling because clouds are fluffy and Puka's fluffy. Yeah.
So how come you call rabbits Puka?
Oh, there was. I think after one of the grill left the sept, there was a rabbit named Puka. And we have taken him in. Rabbits are, after all, one of Stag's brood. You haven't seen the hutch?
I
And
wait,
I'll just assume it's one of those things that's tucked out of sight and doesn't draw a lot of
Yeah.
attention. But yeah, there's a rabbit hutch over by the Seeker's cabin.
I have not.
And she nods very, very firmly, like super serious, except. But yeah, that mock serious little nod. That's where Puka is.
Is he a nice rabbit?
Well, he's a rabbit. And he has been very kind as far as when we have gone across. The rabbits of the spirit seem to be fairly pleased that we are taking care of one of their more domesticated children.
Good. Some rabbits can be quite aggressive, like the one in the quest for the Holy Grail.
She blinks. What?
Oh, it's a movie. You have to see it. They have a psychotic rabbit.
I have not seen many movies.
And he'll look like his mouth will open.
Alas, she has never seen Monty Python.
What have you been doing on your spare times with your pet? Why haven't they showed you movies?
I am doing my duties.
Let her smile. Well, when you have time, you have to ask to watch a movie called Monty Python. Actually, I should have it somewhere. Maybe we can watch it together. Sorry, maybe we can watch it together sometime. We can invite people over.
Yeah, she nods slightly. Do you stay on set, Simon?
I guess I'm often on set because being a guardian. But no, I have an apartment in the city with my cousins.
Oh. Okay.
Why the question?
She just, without even really thinking about it, just kind of pulls a hand out from under her head and reaches up and jingles one of the bells hanging from her antlers. Just means I need to plan accordingly.
And he'll smile and nod. And he'll watch the bell that she just
Yeah, ding, 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 ding.
May I ask why you wear those?
And she takes up her face gets a little less lax. I mean, she doesn't put on full frowny, serious face, but a little less, just a little less relaxed and chill. Back home, most do not want to be in the company of a menace. This way, the others would know when I was near. And they're good for warding off the Fae.
Hold on. Do you keep them? I mean, you've changed sets, so do you keep them here by choice or because of your office?
And she mulls over that. Some prefer that I keep them on, others do not. But one of my Rayas does prefer that I keep the bells, so I do. Unless I am around another of my Rayas that wishes I take them off.
But the question is, What do you wish to do?
Then there's a kind of a non-committal shrug. I am used to them.
And he'll just nod.
No, yeah, and little mouse buddy's probably at this point like just chilling up on one of her antlers, cleaning his little whiskers, doing his thing.
And he'll look at it. Oh, hello there.
And since they're Umberside, he is a spirit at the moment. But yeah, he's just a little bright white mouse spirit, just chilling, doing his little mouse thing.
I remember you. I remember you when we were hunting the golden half. You look different. And he'll smile at it.
Little mouse bro probably gives little nose twitches at him.
So, I actually never asked what is his name. What is your name? And he'll look at it.
He just like looks at it and asks it what its name is.
Yeah. Well, he asked both. Like she asked her what its name, and then asked it, "What is your name?" Like playfully. He knows he doesn't understand. He's just like playfully asking.
Little mouse bro just nose twitches at him. Did you like change the setting or something? I can hear myself now. It's weird.
No, I didn't. I didn't
Oh, that's
touch
weird.
anything.
Okay. But yeah, she turns her eyes up to little mouse bro and shrugs. I have not asked. Though she will, out of curiosity, and I will end up PMing the STs, but yeah, she just kind of shrugs. I've not questioned it. Seems like a good sign of Great White Mouse's favor. I do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
I understand. And he'll take another go at the joint. Anyways, I just wanted to make sure you were okay.
Of course. She'll reach out and give him like an idle pat on the arm. Don't you worry. If something was wrong, my pack would be reacting accordingly.
And he'll smile. Yeah. You've got a good pack.
They do take good care of me.
I can imagine. I mean, I've seen them around. I've seen them with you. They certainly care about you.
And she finally gets kind of a lax smile again because so many people fight the idea, but yay! They so good to her. Dear grin.
In our character, he hasn't seen her. He hasn't seen them beat the shit out of her yet.
Of course. It's easier that way.
I mean, he did what he does. He was again. He wouldn't be completely against it. He would just be like, just let her hit back. That's all.
Alas.
Yeah.
Surely he will see it eventually, but for now, he thinks they're so nice. Yay!
Yay! So it's you, Aiden, and okay, so it's you, Aiden, Dallas, and he'll think, oh wait, and he'll like tap his chin, thinking, Banshee, and I think you guys have one more member, but I don't believe I've met him.
Predator's focus, Raya, has been very taken with his own work of late. He's not been much of a presence, I'm afraid.
and he'll just sit there. Ah, well, I do have other things to do, but I have time. How about a nap?
I think that I will continue to mull over what I have seen and to consult what I know. I've had a good sleep, and my last nap ended a little violently, so perhaps not another until I have figured out the first.
And he'll nod. Well, if you don't mind, I'll have one. I'll have a little bit of a nap.
She kind of nods like, oh, that makes sense.
And yeah, he'll start closing his eyes. And with that, unless you have anything to add,
She'll just start humming a bit as he's, he closes his eyes and whatnot, and she just takes to humming, enable him to take his nappy, but will keep her own eyes open and on the sky.
he'll smile as he falls asleep with a nap. With the humming, he'll smile to the humming. And with that, we can end this in there. Thank you, players, for playing, and thank you, watchers, for watching. Good evening.